I'm really expecting, to be honest, another patch that will change map things, like maybe down the road, a couple weeks. I think they just wanted to send the heroes out first because that's what everybody is kind of interested in, and then see what happens from there.
Yeah, I'm expecting some map changes, maybe some economic changes as well. I'm expecting that all that stuff's going to come a little bit further down the road. But right now, we've just got the juicy stuff. We've got the items. We've got the heroes. We've got the cool stuff. And yeah, what do you think of the new hero, just quickly before we get started?
From what I've heard, it's OP. It doesn't have a shard, doesn't have an axe, but it doesn't matter. It just is super annoying to kill, does a lot of damage. Laning stage is really powerful too. We're gonna see a lot of tweaks definitely coming out. Like Void Spear, right? A Void Spear got nerfed pretty quick.
Not enough, in my opinion. But anyway, let's get into the second game of this series. We saw Navi taking game number 1 off Team Nigma with a dramatic turnaround, utilizing their PA and their Doom. They got enough farm, and then suddenly they said, hey, you know what? We want to win this fight. The Mars rocked up with this Aghanim Spear, the Aghanim Shard Spear, and just smashed fools. And they did. They smashed them.
Might see it again.
And from that point in, yeah, they didn't have a chance, Nigma. It really did not look like they were ready to fight anymore into that. And they lost every single fight. Iceberg with some fantastic Dooms onto the Ursa. And we're going to be seeing that guy coming out again as Navi go for the second pick Doom rather than taking the Mars, interestingly.
Yeah, the Mars would have secured the Phoenix's game too. I honestly would have rather seen the Mars. I know how good Doom was for Navi. Just be able to pop that and just, go together with your carry, kill the same target. But that Mars felt like it had a lot of impact. But you can see what Navi's actually prioritizing is this Phoenix. Like, they know this Phoenix has, even though its spells got nerfed a bit, the shard is great. It actually allows you to scale very well in the game. You constantly have fire spirits, and then you can get items. It's flexible as a 4 or a 5. And on the side of Nigma, they counter it with the Ogre. The Bloodlust is going to be nice. Ogre got buffed up a little bit on all around. And then his shard is actually pretty strong. I want to say, because it throws back a fire. It's like a 70% damage reduction for the first 3 attacks. So let's say your enemy has like a spend, right? So the first 3 hits on the target that you throw the shield onto, it's going to reduce by 70%. That being said, if like 3 different targets attack it, it's not going to reduce so much. Like a support is not going to do a lot of physical damage, right? But it's still pretty cool. I like it. I think it's something that we will be seeing earlier on, like let's say 20 to 25 minutes. Like if Crow has a gold, we probably will end up seeing him buy it, because it'll make you can throw that onto like your carry or yourself or whatever to keep yourself alive.
It feels very much like Kuro is kind of going through a couple of these supports and saying like, right, which one of these is really good. He tries to disrupt her. He's like, it's okay. I don't love it. Let's see how this Ogre Magi feels. Maybe this has a bit more use to it. So, yeah, I mean, I still liked the answer with the Aghanim Shard on the Disruptor to give them the speed. Yeah, it worked pretty well, good. But unfortunately, it's just too much happening against them for them to come back into that game from it. So we didn't see it.
They lost way too much momentum with some of the small misplays that occurred. This time they go with the Slaughter, position 3 for Nigma.
Yep.
Something that we saw a lot in the last patch.
Slightly nerfed across the board, but they haven't really touched the main things about the hero, and that is the Corrosive Haze, going through BKB, being that huge armor reduction, still very, very good, and Slithering... Bash of the Deep as well. That really strong spell hasn't really been changed at all. I think those were the 2 biggest things. They've been left alone. Slaughter still very, very relevant. He's also now got an Aghanim Shard, which will apply Corrosive Haze upon using Slithering Crush to any enemy caught within it. It's only a short one. I believe it's only 5 seconds.
For 5 seconds. Yes, that's a very important fact, because if it just casts a Corrosive Haze on everyone, that'll be so OP. But yeah, it casts a Corrosive Haze just for 5 seconds, and then it goes away. I don't think it's like an immediate cop for Slaughter. Like, you just buy your items first. Once you feel comfortable to buy the shard, then you do it. Because normally what happens is when you go in, you stun someone, you're going to cast Corrosive Haze on that target that you stunned, right? And Slaughter's stun is not like this massive, you need to hit multiple people all at the same time kind of disable. So the person that you go on is going to be hazed anyway, so it's like a little bit awkward. And it's not like your teammate is going to be hitting like 3 targets that are all hazed at the same time. You're pretty much focusing one by one. So definitely not like an immediate cop. It's a hero. It's not just a hero that actually needs stat items that help him stay alive and such. It's not really looking at applying haste to everybody from the start.
No. Essentially, it's just a much more damaging Slithering Crush with the armor reduction, but yeah, still not really worthwhile, I don't believe. Well, they might have different ideas on Nigma, but I don't think we'll see it. So I like this ban, by the way. They banned out the Death Prophet in the first phase Navi. That's something I wanted to mention. I think that's a good idea. This Death Prophet hero seems very, very good. The laning phase just looks ridiculous for this hero now. Starting with 330 movement speed with Spirit Siphon is just bonkers. Seems strong. And now we have the Jug, the Shadow Fiend, and the Medusa banned out by Navi. Meanwhile, Nigma, they'll get rid of the Spectre, the PA, and the Drow.
Ooh, I just thought of something. Because we were talking about Slaughter. The Corrosive Haze, if it lands on creeps, then it's not that bad. Because it helps you farm faster. Because you can, kill the creeps quicker.
Do you reckon that would one-hit a creep wave?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't one-shot a creep wave, but you can kill the creep wave very quickly if you use the haze. So maybe it's not as bad as we think it is. Like, if you think about using it for heroes, then sure, it's like not that good. But if it helps you farm faster, helps you push lanes out quicker, helps you go in the jungle, then it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Ooh, Shaman. Oh, dude, I like this one. This is a really cool hero. This has been something other teams have been trying with, especially in China. It's a very popular support actually in China as a 4 and a 5. And the shard effect on it is pretty nice too. It actually blocks the hero in with 4 serpents, and it does a little bit more damage as well, and it gives you more range on your shackle.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'm a big fan of this this shard on the Shadow Shaman. Looks all right. The shard on the Shadow Shaman. That's a hard one to say. We'll see if he goes for it again. Just really look and see how they're experimenting. I'm also trying to think of how the other items kind of tie in, but honestly, like, a vast majority of the new items work really nicely on spellcasting heroes. So I think it's going to come down to... I would really like to see like a Leshrac or a Zeus, and maybe that's something they can... that would really benefit from some of this new stuff.
And Navi now pick up the Clockwork, which is really good against the 3 heroes of Nigma. None of these can actually get out of the cogs easily. Battery Assault is going to be very impactful in the early game, at least.
Yeah.
Navi going to have a little bit of a better early... game, I want to say, this time around. And this could be General's Clockwork as well. I doubt it's going to be a support, because General really likes playing this hero. And when he sees like Ogre Shaman, he's like, yo, this is food, let's go. Yeah,
heroes you can just eat up and annoy. Definitely don't like playing into that hero if you're the Shaman, that's for sure. Force him to go for something like a 4-staff as well, which generally you'd rather not go. You just want to go Aether on the Shaman and chill. Maybe go Blink later on, but now he has to go Force, otherwise he's just going to get completely bullied by this Clockwork.
Damn, I'm starting to see the synergy a little bit in Nigmas too, like what they're trying to go for. You're going to get the Corrosive Haze minus armor, then the Shackle comes out with the 4 Serpents. That's a lot of damage, because those things do physical damage, right? So you're amplifying on the Corrosive Haze with your Serpent Wards. And they go with the Gyrocopter. Huh. Interesting. So a hero who can kill the egg, you can pop BKB, use your Flak Cannon, and just go for the egg. I don't know if we'll see a magic damage gyro like Thompson did.
Yeah.
Also a possibility.
I think we will. I mean, you say like Thompson did. We did it first. We did the magic damage gyro mid build before Thompson did. Yeah, in Epic League. So
was it with an E-Blade?
I think he went Veil. I think he went E-Blade as well. I don't quite remember. It was a while ago, but yeah, he definitely went all these magic items, and it was very, very strong. All
right, so the big innovator of the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, the OG.
So, let's check that out. Then that means it's very likely that he's the one who's going to play it. I mean, they do have the last pick, and they go with the Morphling, so they want to be able to steal. Pick. Yeah, they want to steal that Gyrocopter form, get that Flak Cannon for themselves. Not that bad against Slaughter as well. Pretty bad against Shadow Shaman, though.
Yeah.
Morphling Haze playing against Shadow Shaman. Do you think we might see a Oh, no, Draw's banned by Nigma.
Yeah,
damn.
Nice.
I was going to say... Right. You get that shard can also remove his HP regeneration.
Yeah.
Up to like 70%. You can also kill the egg with Draw Ranger, possibly. But yeah, with that being banned out, we won't be seeing it.
Yeah, that's a shame, actually. It would have been a really good pick this game because of the amount of healing they have on Na'Vi. They're definitely going to have to think of something along those lines, and a smart ban from Na'Vi as they get rid of the Meepo.
Very smart indeed.
That
it would have been very annoying.
Yeah, but that said, I'm fairly sure Wii's playing the gyro, therefore I don't think there's much possibility of a miracle.
You can never think that way when you're playing against Nigma, right? Like they're gonna do whatever the best thing for them to win the game. Like Miracle's gonna play gyrocopter. He won't care. Lina now.
Give a damn. Wow, final pick Lina comes through for Na'Vi right at the end.
A little bit of a flex, right? The Lina could still be played as a position 3 or a 5. And a 4. Obviously, number 1 is 4, and then you got the 3 and the 5 role as well. But most likely, General's going to be playing this Clockwork, and they're going to be playing Roger, position 4 Lina here, to harass up whatever carry that Nigma's going to draft. Anti-Mage is a good ban too by Navi. I think this would have been a great game for Nigma to pick Anti-Mage. He loves playing into Clockwork, has a great lane. Morphling hates Anti-Mage.
3 seconds
Phoenix
left
also can't do a whole lot.
What's it gonna be, Nigma? Ooh,
PL. Okay, solid. It's a mana burning hero against Morphling. That's what is good, and they don't really have a lot of AoE against this PL. Like Lina as a support, honestly, is not a lot of AoE, and is gonna get hunted down as well.
Do they have enough?
Clock hates PL.
Yeah, he certainly does. Do they have enough to deal with him on the side of Navi? If this PL gets fat, do they have any answer?
I wanna say possible with Morphling Ags, but I think this PL is just too clutch of a pick in this draft. They have Slaughter PL too. That's the combination. They have a lot of disables too on their lineup. You got that Corrosive Haze. PL's going to be getting super amplified with that. As long as Miracle has a good game and he hits like a 22, 23 minute like Diffusal Manta, he's going to take over this game. That's how I see Nigma's draft, at least here.
It's a scary claim. It is a scary claim. I mean, they do have the Supernova, the Sunray, the Scorched Earth. They've got even Rocket Flare can help out a little bit. Waveform, LSA, all this AoE stuff. Like, I kind of want to say I might not be that bad for Na'Vi. I think only if they fall very far behind against this PL, he's going to feel immortal. But I think if things are neck and neck, I'm not feeling that bad for them, honestly. I think Na'Vi have a lot of ways. And then the talents later on as well. I think Iceberg has a increased damage on Scorched Earth. V-Tune certainly has the waveform attacks units, which is very good against.
Are we getting a wager on here, Nomad? I'm collecting the wagers, by the way. At the end of this tournament, I'm gonna be giving away quite a bit, I think, if I lose this one too. So yeah, what do you say? You're going for Navi here?
Yep. I'm slamming it down. I'm going Navi, baby.
All right.
2-0. Can't believe I'm saying that. I mean, I would have thought that coming into the series today. Obviously, Na'Vi were the upper bracket team. They have been playing very, very well. No doubts about that. But, you know, it's Nigma. And Nigma are the team I've had to win the tournament. So I'm kind of going against myself here. But yeah, I think this game, these drafts, I'm saying Na'Vi. Let's go in for it. And don't forget, he can steal the split shot from Jara as well, the flat cannon.
He can.
Could be very strong.
That is very true. So what are we talking? A charity bet?
Let's see. Yeah, you already have to donate to charity, and you already have to make a tweet. So what else do? A bit more to charity then?
Yeah, a bit more to charity. Exactly. Let's go.
Alrighty. It's on.
It's on. Slaughter's going mid, by the way, against the Doombringer. Mind Control's going to be playing that, and they're going to go Gyrocopter into the offlane.
Okay. I like that. That is something I can get behind. Meanwhile, a very interesting ward here from Na'Vi sees everybody on the side of Team Nigma. They place down the very defensive Observer ward in their own jungle, and they just spot out absolutely everything. So really, really great job, as they now know they're completely safe to grab the bounties at top, and they know what Nigma are up to.
These nighttime, starting off, the game starting off with nighttime is going to change so much with how people are going to be positioned on the map, which wards they got to plant. You actually have to plant wards now, and before the rune spawn.
Yeah.
Just to get some information, just to see who's coming from it, or else you might just die first blood. I think getting first blood before runes is going to be so much easier.
And here's hoping we see some fluffy hats this game as well. Didn't have any last game, so fingers crossed. The Fluffy Hat fan club will get their fluffy hats. So, starting off in the mid lane, we're going to have a very interesting matchup as Mind Control plays into the Doom. And
yeah, this is going to be pretty hard for Iceberg. He's going to get plenty of gold anyway because he has that Devour. But in terms of like zoning Mind Control out of this lane, it's not going to be possible. And Bash is pretty strong. Top though, Miracle getting pressured up already.
Yeah, it's forced very far into the tower by Roger and by General.
Oh, look at General's build. What is this?
Apparently he's got 2 more hands, which we don't know about.
4 gauntlets. Okay, plus 12 strength, level 1. He's gonna get 2 bracers and probably a soul ring as well. Very interesting.
That was the most Giga Chad starting build I've seen in my life. General's just rocking out saying, what's up, bros? You want to lane against me? Strong. Been hitting the gym, been lifting. Meanwhile, Roger is able to get off a pull here. That's not good. Kuro, you have to make the creeps pull to him. Can't quite do so. And yeah, Roger's going to be happy about this.
Great start so far for Navi's top lane.
Incredible, yeah.
With all that. Crow does have a healing salvo available to give to
Lina in some trouble down in the bottom lane as the homing missile is going to connect along with the rocket barge. Is it enough damage to finish the job? It's a question. LSA comes down. They will get the return kill, but first blood goes to Wii on towards Wanna Fly. Beaching gets a return kill onto GH, but all things considered, I think Nigma are going to be very happy with that first blood.
Yeah, they got the gold onto Wii as well. That's the important hero. But B-Tune gonna hit level 3, and as soon as he does that, it's gonna be very difficult for Nigma to actually kill him unless the Morphling makes a mistake.
So what's the likelihood of this Clockwork picking up the jetpack?
Very unlikely. I think it's one of the worst shard upgrades. But I mean, it could be interesting if you already have all the items that you will need for the game. I just don't like the fact that it like kind of ruins your turn rate. It limits your turn rate. It's like it has a drawback, so if it didn't have a drawback, then I think it would be really good.
Well, I can believe. I'm gonna believe, and chat's gonna believe as well. We're all gonna believe in general, going for the shard. He's a good meme in general. You know, he believes in the memes, so maybe, just maybe, we might see it this game. It does look very funny, and you can hookshot it from as well, and it gives you flying vision. So you know, those are 2 things which might be enough to swing it, but it's all on the players. Have they played it yet? Do they think it's good, or do they just want a core Clockwork for other reasons? We shall see.
Mind Control really giving the beat down to Iceberg mid. Iceberg got an ice armor creep. He is happy at least.
Okay,
Without
yeah.
that one. 7 denies though so far for Mind Control has an entire creep wave coming into him. If it was not for this ice armor creep, things would be looking very tough.
Yeah, pretty insane that Iceberg was able to find it, because that's going to give him a real good looking in this middle lane now. So, pretty even in the mid, but meanwhile the side lanes slightly going the way of NAVI. This top lane definitely going the way of NAVI, yeah.
And the bot lane too. Look at that, 7 lacets for Wii on this Jaro versus V2's 22 and 8.
Yeah,
like they have not been able to pressure the morph.
That is problematic. Wii is just not really getting the creeps. They did get first blood on him, so his net worth isn't looking absolutely horrible. But it's looking pretty bad. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, a bit of action coming in as they try to bring down Miracle. Miracle going to throw down the Doppelganger, get himself away, but this leaves Kuro open to attack. Can they finish the job? General getting the battery itself. The right click comes through from Roger with the drive-by. They'll get the kill. And now Cogs out onto Miracle as well. He's got a counterplay here. All he's got is a Spirit Lance. He tries to walk himself away, and that will be enough to keep him alive. They're out of spells and out of health on the side of Na'Vi. I don't want to accidentally give anything away to Miracle. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, they will kill off Always Wanna Fly again. So these small kills doing what they can to try and keep Wii in the game, but it's very, very small drops in the ocean compared to the net worth difference between B-Tune and Wii in this lane.
Yeah, not only him, but B-Tune and Miracle too. That's the matchup that we're really looking at right now. This early into the game, having a 500 gold difference is quite significant.
Correct. in some trouble. Oh, I say that. They're turning it around onto Roger, and the Slytherin's curse is going to cancel out the Icarus dive. General will finish the job, but it looks like it's going to be a double for mind control here as he gets on top of General, but doesn't want to chase him under the tower. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Backs away.
Huge respect. Yeah, Clock didn't have a boots either. He could have definitely like ran after that.
He does have 3 braces though.
Nobody gave him information about whether he had mana or not, I believe. That's what happened. Yeah, he went for 3 bracers, not even the soaring after the double bracers. Okay. That's insane. 29 and 8 on Clock in terms of last hits too. I like this build. It's kind of interesting. You got a lot of regen, you got a lot of damage, right click.
Yeah, it's bulking up, hitting the gym. That's what you got to do. Get those braces on and just start running at some heroes, and that's exactly the plan. As he sees Miracle and just immediately casts his Battery Assault and starts running at him. It's so annoying, so obnoxious. Miracle's just like, why is this guy just running at me? I can't turn around and hit him because the man's got so many braces, literally falling out of his pockets.
And a lot of HP regen, 7.7 without the tower buff. Miracle. Oh, he goes for the hood first. I've seen this quite a bit now, where POs just go for the hood first. And I think the hood also got buffed because it costs less. I know you lose 5% magic resist, but the difference between 20 and 25% magic resist with diminishing returns is not a lot.
Yeah.
Just making it 300 gold cheaper is so nice.
Your bottom always want to fly. It's going to get run down again by Wii. The gyrocopter will make the kill happen. GH getting very, very low, but V2 knows he can't overcommit to that kill without a waveform, without Adaptive Strike to finish the job. So it is just going to be a straight up trailer. GH, he's going around the side here. They're looking to make a play onto V2 here, but he managed to get off the Strength Morph in time, and GH might just die to the creep. Certainly will. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty good reaction.
That was pretty impressive. Exactly. That was just V2, right? Like, he got that Strength Morph instantly. Yeah. GH tried to make the play, but got outplayed.
Very, very ready. How do you hit that from the fog? That's like godly reactions from V2, and he's looking onto Weeha currently, giving him a good old harassment. Low commitment from V2, just a low commitment harassment with the waveform forward, and bunch of right clicks in, and Wee is forced back. But he's got this bottle now for himself. So that's gonna be refilled by GH and give him back a little bit of that lovely health and mana he craves so badly. Well, 8 minutes in, mid lane. It's kind of the iceberg show at mid, really. He's doing what he wants. He's pretty uncontested by Mind Control. Mind Control made some movements in. They're saying that he's just found himself, well, in Vizrune, comes in, just gives Iceberg a bit of a thwacking more than anything.
This Frost Armor is destroying Mind Control. He feels so bad. I feel like you could have killed this dude once or twice if it wasn't for this Ice Armor creep.
Yeah, I think he'd be dominating the lane if it wasn't for it, but, you know, he got it, and you got to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely was not expecting that to happen, but Mind Control has made like some cool rotations.
Shot in, onto bottom, GH, he's inside those cogs, and he is going to get killed off very efficiently by General. His first rotation of the game ends in a success.
Very early rotation too, like he was kind of owning up Miracle top, but he realized that it's probably better if we just try to kill this Gyrocopter, finds a Shadow Shaman instead, but still, a kill nonetheless.
Mind Control actually managed to catch Iceberg whilst he had the Frost Armor down for a few hits. He's trying to finish the job, doesn't unfortunately have many more bashes available. Comes with the Slithering Crush, but the Doom comes down to stop him getting out the stun, and now he's going to be in some trouble as Always Want to Fly takes him apart. Slardar, well, he's trying to fight up into this, but there's nothing to be done. He is just going to lose his life to Iceberg. A great Doom from him, just making sure he can't get off that Slithering Crush and finding the kill. Well, Roger getting pretty low on top, but we'll swoop away and be alright.
Iceberg feels really good about that, just being able to drop a Doom and not even having to rotate to make that kill happen.
Yeah, the Doom came to him. General sees the courier, we'll take it down. My guy's currently rocking up on about 70 strength, pre-10 minutes.
Oh, 1600 HP power treads. This is insane. Okay, I know what to buy now when I go offlane with Clockwork. This is so good. Dude, he's got 105 damage. He slaps.
Yeah, Shadius Maximus build for Clock. And he's getting surrounded now. Let's see what they can do. They're getting on top of General. He's going to be the target. And Homing Missile's going to connect and lock him down. He's under that tower. Miracle starts whacking away at him. Wii coming in as well with the magic damage, and it is going to be enough to rip through his defensive. Not tanky enough. And Vichi's actually TP'd into this one. He's going to be alright as he throws down the Strength Adaptive Strike to try and force back these heroes and take control of this lane and stop them taking his tower. That's what he wants to do here more than anything. But Nigma aren't leaving without a fight. So they're going to have to rotate in another hero. Lina's going to TP across. GH, they see him. They want to try and bring down somebody here. We could be a tempting target, but he's pretty quick on this gyrocopter as he runs himself back across the river and over towards safety.
They're going to smoke up. They're not done on Nigma. They got some rotation stop, and they feel like they could probably get a kill maybe onto this Doom now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Simple, we kill the Doom. Meanwhile, General, he's running into what could be an awkward situation here. Wants to throw down the hook shot, can't quite do so, and as more heroes come in, Iceberg just wants to get out. He realizes this is just not a play that is happening, and just decides to leave. Also, no mana on the Iceberg and no Doom available either, so a little bit of a miscommunication, I would say, between these two. Clearly, Clockwork thinking that they can do something, but Iceberg just not really having the resources to commit to a play there.
When he broke the smoke, I think they got a little bit surprised. They weren't sure how many heroes were there. But I think General did save Iceberg from dying, though, just by being there.
Just about
Circling towards mid.
Causing an interruption. Yeah, Iceberg, he's trying to clear these out, but unfortunately he's got very low
plus 12
attack speed.
armor.
Look at this, they're not doing anything to him. They're not doing anything to Iceberg. And he just turns around, destroys one. Is he going to get Miracle as well? He's got a Doppelganger available right now, and that should get him to safety. Oh my goodness, that was very entertaining.
It's insane how much work this Frost Armor has done this game. He just runs in, has like 15 armor.
Dead at bottom. Oop, hook shot
hook
across.
shot.
General onto Wii, trying to bring him down, and I don't think he's got a counterplay here. I think Wii's just going to lose his life, and now they can look towards the other kill. Though Mind Control's trying to bring down Always Wanna Fly. Always Wanna Fly turns around, gets the Laguna Blade off before she dies. Is that going to set up for a kill on to Mind Control? General keeping his distance. I mean, despite all his strength, he doesn't have much armor, and now Mind Control is just taking huge hits out of him. But with the battery assault, it doesn't make a difference. General's going to be able to get the double kill down here at bottom. A very impressive performance on this Clockwork so far.
General is just a Clockwork god when it comes to core Clockwork. He's been playing this for so many years. He really understands this hero inside out. He's like, yo, Slaughter? No problem. I got this battery in like 5 seconds. You're dead. Just zoned him out. Got him cogged up. So high level now on this clock too. Like he's looking to solo kill Shaman, Ogre, Gyrocopter every time he sees him on the map.
That's his hit list.
He sees Wii. Yep. Can't really deal with the Phantom Lancer for the time being. That's the rest of his team's problem.
Yeah, probably never will be able to, but he can dream. He can dream.
Maybe if he gets Radiance at some point. That's pretty much it.
Or the flame cloak.
The cloak? Yeah,
Cloak of Flames.
that's a good. That's a pretty good item for clock. That's for sure.
To be honest, if anyone
they're
gets a Cloak of Flames into an illusion lineup, then you're just feeling absolutely joyful, full of glee.
Yeah. Like the item also makes you so tanky. Like magic resistant armor. Oh man, the dream.
Tis, but a long way off. We shall stop speculating on things which are on the horizon and instead commentate on things which are now. Roger, of course, he is saving up for that shard. Wants to be able to grab that the moment it turns to 20 minutes. So strong. Iceberg, he's nearly got his BKB finished at this 14-minute mark. That's pretty intense. Iceberg's had a great game so far, completely uncontested.
Gigantic on Iceberg. Get GH.
Yeah, just V-Tune and Roger having some fun with him, catching him out.
The thing about Nigma at the moment is they don't only have one problem in this Doom. The Morphling is also very big. Oh, Wii dodges the hook. That was a sure kill on Wii if that landed.
I'm not sure what that cooldown was from Wii. It looked like the Clockwork walked towards him and then just walked away, and I think Wii overreacted a little bit. Seems to be the case.
If you're a Gyrocopter and you run into a Clockwork, I think you're gonna overreact a lot.
Yeah, true.
That's a very scary
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Hero
like the counter is like if you don't cool down, then the Clockwork just hookshots you and kills you. So that's that. It's a fight over. So you have to cool down yourself just to stop him from jumping you, and then he missed the hookshot. So in the end, that play actually is probably what allowed Wii to survive there. Probably. A lot could have happened. But nevertheless, General now finishes off this blade mail. So yeah, he's obsessed with Wii. He's got one hero he wants to jump on, and that is the Gyrocopter.
VTune actually about to finish his E-Blade. And they got
jump into the mid lane, they go for the big kill onto the Doom. They've got a lot of lockdown and a lot of damage to come through as well. They will be able to finish off Iceberg, and now they're going to try and turn it into a tier 1 tower. This tower is very low already, so it'll only take a couple of hits for Nigma to bring it down, and they are able to take the second tier 1 tower of the game in 15 minutes. This is slow, but Nigma, they want to speed things up, and they're going into this pit. They have themselves the Corrosive Haze, they have Wii, they have Miracle, all piling into the pit to try and take down the big boy. But now
they're going to defend this.
They're coming over. They want to do something about it. There's a hook shot available. It's not the fastest Roche in the world either. Roger with the Sun Rays going to see what's going on here, be able to figure it out. But Kuro is going to stun up both the Phoenix, and now they're getting with the Slithering Crush as well. Oh, the Supernova with the hook shot is going to keep it alive. It's not. Uh-oh, this is now looking real bad for the side of NAVI. They're going to lose 2 heroes straight off the bat. Always Want to Fly comes in by the side, trying to bring down Wii, but won't be able to do so. Now gets heroes all over his face as Smite Control takes another one down. Miracle's the one getting all these kills, though. He's on a triple kill currently. VTune was able to kill off Wii inside that pit, but now he's in some real trouble. He's got a Haste Rune and a Waveform to get himself back, and I don't think they could chase much further than this on the side of NAVI, but still, Nigma going to be fairly happy with how this one went down. 3 heroes dropping, they do lose Wii, but they might be looking for more. Mind Control, jumping forwards, Iceberg once again, going for this target, but the shotgun comes out from VTune. They weren't ready, wasn't expecting this one, but that said, Mind Control still alive. Will finally get finished off as Iceberg pops to BKB to get himself away, has a Doom available. If he can find the right PL, he will use it, casting that Ice Armor, and actually just getting into the front lines, realizing how tanky he is with this BKB and this Frost Armor. The Nigma can't actually bring him down. We may be looking for a flank, or maybe looking to get back into Roche, but NAVI are pretty low on HP at this point, so it seems very hard for them to keep on taking these engagements, but at the same time, they don't have that much choice. Roger's nearby.
Don't have the BKB either.
They don't.
Miracle, as soon as he got the Diffusal, they went on the aggressive. They got the kill onto the Doom. Actually, NAVI were waiting like about 30 seconds, and Morphine was going to finish E-Blade, and they were going to make a play first. But Nigma managed to get the drop on NAVI instead and create this insane amount of chaos. They still want to play around this Roshan. They want NAVI to come out and fight them.
They do indeed, yeah. Nigma, as a hookshot comes through onto Wii, the prime target found, but he didn't actually get off the blade mail in time. Doesn't make a difference. They will still bring him down, but Clockwork will be traded for this. Roger doing his best to keep him alive with the Sun Ray. Not quite enough, and now Nigma, they're into Roche. They want to keep on trying to take him down. The longest Roshan we've seen in a while.
Level 2 haste now.
Hitting away at him. Can they finally finish the job? They want to clear out these snakes first. Are they finally backing away, NAVI? I don't think so. They've got a BKB available on Iceberg again, so he's just going to rock himself up into the pit, say hello to the enemy team. The Shackles are out, Always Want to Fly, needs to cancel, does do so with the LSE. Can they get off the Doom in time? The BKB, none of it's available. He's going to lose his life, and now Miracle looks on towards Always Want to Fly as well as they lose Mind Control in response. VTune hanging out around the edge of this fight, but he doesn't have any mana. He's actually just buried himself out some clarities, but it's a little bit too late as this fight is already looking a little bit over for NAVI. They lose a couple more heroes. Nigma just getting the slightly better trades through these engagements again and again. And back into Roshan we go, folks. It is not ending.
That's exactly what they want. I mean, they don't have the Slaughter. I don't think Nigma can take this without the Corrosive Haze. But this is what they're planning for, right? The Roshan is just a bait. It's like, you either give us a free Roche or you come and fight us, and that's what we want. Like, this Phantom Lancer with this hood and Diffusal, he feels so amazing at this point in the game. He could just keep farming, but I think NAVI are going to hit those timings that will allow them to kill the PL. But right now, he feels like he's the strongest hero on the map. Wants to keep taking these engagements.
Well,
Slaughter's back up. They're going to go back at it. They're not going to stop.
It's been a vicious few minutes of gameplay, and we think it's going to kick back up again pretty damn soon. Morphling, I mean, he's feeling a little bit... He did manage to find his Ethereal Blade just at the start of this whole shenanigans. Oh, Mind Control jumps in, finds Alina, and Alina's going to take it down very quickly, but that said, Miracle will be able to...
Oh, he's X again.
Now looking towards the Doom. Doom gets off the BKB, but he's getting his health taken away just as quickly. He needs to find a Doom target. He will be able to turn it around. Doom's up the PL, and meanwhile, VTune, he's stolen the Gyrocopter's forms and been able to get off a ton of damage, and now with the rocket collapsing onto the PL, VTune gets on top of him, brings him down. Morphling is now very, very scary as they bring down 2 big Nigma heroes. The PL is out of the equation, And that means the Morphling will reign supreme, but the Doom did fall as well. Now, actually, Nigma, they're going to go for this. They actually managed to get the Hex off with him still in the Agi form. He does not have the Strength Morph going, and they will have the damage to bring him down. Clockwork trying to do something to buy the space for him, but just puts himself in an awkward position, though. Will get the kill somehow onto Mind Control. And Kuro's getting pretty low as well, but won't be enough to get the kill in the end. So, wow, this game is just an absolute brawl. These guys are really, really just tearing pieces out of each other at this point. It is not pretty, but damn is it fun.
This is so insane. I mean, finally the Doom managed to get his ulti off onto Miracle. That's the only way they're going to be able to bring him down at this point. Because he's so elusive with that Doppelganger and that Hood. And while this Doom is on cooldown, we might just see Nigma go back at it again when Slaughter's alive. They're not going to stop. They really are not going to stop. They want that Roche. They want to fight. They want to keep burning the mana of this Morph and the Doom. Iceberg, he has to be careful. He needs to pop that BKB before he gets hexed up. Because when he gets too low and he pops the BKB, he's still going to die and get pressured up way too much.
And what a wild game we've been having so far. It was a pretty quiet laning phase, and then all hell just broke loose. Everyone just started tearing chunks out of each other. This Roshan still up, never got taken, by the way.
What I would like to see, Nomad, I want Weeha not to scale up his flat cannon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that too. I want him to just leave this flat cannon like level 1. Okay, he went to level 2, just leave it there. Because when the Morphling turns into the gyro, he's going to feel very disappointed when he can't hit everybody 5 times.
You know,
and he's
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. Don't touch that flat cannon.
Magic build gyro. You can just ignore it. Don't scale it up, and then when the Morph transforms, sad boy.
Definitely. I like that idea. We'll see if we commits to it. Or if he's just going to take
the 5-head plays.
Tis indeed. Tis indeed. But at the same time, you know, the farming potential which Flat Cannon offers you might be tempted all the same, especially considering he's got Kuro on his team offering him the Bloodlust. It could be too tempting.
It's he's okay with it. I think Slaughter is like the real one that you want to keep Bloodlusting, and the Phantom Lancer. Pretty much. Like, Wee's there to just do the magic damage, right? With his Veil, the missiles, the barrages. I mean, it's just the fact that Morphling won't have this big spike in the mid-engagement.
Yeah. Well, guess what it's time for? Roger has managed to pick up the Aghanim's Shard and now has the Fire Spirits upgrade, so he's got these permanent Fire Spirits just constantly refreshing themselves around him. Would have been really good for the last engagements, but sadly didn't have it in time. And now it's Navi's turn to try for Roche. Yeah, I don't think Nigma are going to be letting this go for free somehow. That said, it is going down pretty quickly. Yeah, they need to get over here pretty damn fast. Smoke up, Miracle, sending illusions into the pit. They know it's going on. Now, what is the play? GH comes in from the sides, dropping the snakes to get down the vision and trying to bring down the Phoenix straight away, but he's just going to lose his life so damn fast. BKB, no hesitation from V2. Always want to fly, dies in the back as we jumped him. They managed to get the Doom down actually onto the gyro to control him up. He's playing cat and mouse with Iceberg. We want inside the pit. The Supernova will come crashing down. Now Nigma, well, they finish off Wee, who was doomed up, so no real surprise there. And Miracle being jumped by V-Tune in his own form. Zero Blade comes out onto Kuro. She's throwing out a couple of spells. Got to be careful as V-Tune is running out of mana. And Miracle's going to come in and try and actually get the rest of it as Mind Control gets on top of him as well. They've got the anti-armor down. Sunray, is it going to be enough to keep him alive? Looks like it is. V-Tune, he's not taking enough damage at this point, but he has had to go full strength. Not going to offer much this engagement, and Miracle's not done. He wants to keep on jumping into the small thing that gets away from up to the high ground. Meanwhile, the Clockwork's going to be an ample distraction. Nigma turn their attention towards taking down General. They will be able to do that. And now Stun comes out from always want to fly, holding Nigma back a little bit longer, but do they care? It's a question. Clockwork with the buyback. Does he have a hook shot? Yes, he does, but lands on illusion. Quite unfortunate. Can he find anything more? The answer is no. Nigma holding a defensive line very, very nicely, just using these spells to get the vision up onto the high ground, the rockets and all that jazz. And they will be able to keep their heroes alive. And now everyone is back in the game. It's going to be a full 5-on-5 when GH arrives back into this engagement on this Shaman. And a smoke off immediate. They want to keep on going. They don't want to slow down this tempo. They know there's no Doom this time. They can see their advantage. Mind Control jumping up, going for the Blind Crush, doesn't find it, but the Hex comes out onto the Morphling. Once again, GH finds him full Agi, perfectly done by the Shaman. They take out the Morphling, and now they can go on to everybody else. They turn their attention toward General. He's gone as well. Clockwork out for the count. Iceberg has to blink himself away. This Roshan and this fight will belong towards Team Nigma. Perfect jump in from GH. He does it again with the Aether, with the blink, jumps in, gets a Hex, gets the Shackles, and just kills off the Morphling on full Agi. Beautiful stuff.
That's how you do it. You smoke up, you plant a ward onto the high ground. As soon as you see the target that you already know you're going to jump, which is the Morphling, you see him, boom, blinking, Hex. As soon as he's dead, they don't have that E-Blade, they don't have that BKB. He doesn't even want to buy back, honestly. Because it's very awkward if you buy back in those situations. And his team just got caught with their pants down after that. Now they got the big Aegis onto Miracle. Miracle has been playing like a madman for the last 10 minutes. Ever since he got that Diffusal Blade, he has not stopped attacking into Navi, and now with this Aegis, let's see what he's gonna do.
Let's see what the play is. Currently, we're pushing in the top lane, getting some tower damage off, but unfortunately doesn't quite have the creep wave with him just now. I imagine they want this middle tower.
Yeah, they want the tier 2s for sure. They want to open up the outpost. Miracle going for a Scotty next. That's going to be extremely annoying for Morphling. Morphling is going to have to deal with not only a Scotty, but also the Corrosive Haze. When you're fully strength morphed, you're already low on armor. So it's going to be really annoying for him. The Sunray also going to get a bit.
Oh, fighting under the wards here. Iceberg jumping in, looking for the Doom onto the Slardar. And, well, he's not going to throw it down because he doesn't really need to. They're going to be able to get the kill regardless. Meanwhile, stun out onto GH. V-Tune looking for the +1. Here's revenge for earlier, but Kuro and we are waiting on the sidelines. Can they finish the job here? It's a question. BKB even popped from V-Tune, just allowing him to get this kill. I really like that play from V-Tune, actually, just not hesitating on the BKB. Could have backed away, but instead went for the kill. And that's going to put some cooldowns going on the side of Team Nigma, slowing them down and wasting a bit more of this Aegis timer.
Yeah, they had to jump that Slardar. That was a perfect jump on that word, like you said. Nigma not playing on the right place of the map at the moment. They should probably be playing closer to Miracle. A very good play there from Navi. What's the timer on this Aegis now? About 3 minutes left, and they still haven't taken a tier 2 tower quite yet.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit worrisome for Nigma, but you know, their core's still doing very well, Miracle's still doing very well, but looking at this net worth chart, it's very interesting. Miracle, Iceberg, V-Tune, all absolutely neck and neck. Like, literally 100 gold between all three of them. It's very, very close. Sorry, 1,000 gold between all three of them.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
But the middle tower will go down. They finally get something from this at the very least. I mean, the question is really going to be, how do they deal with his PL in these engagements? Because he's not a hero which you can really ignore. You can't really go for the supporting cast when you're playing into PL. He's just going to rip through your team with all these illusions.
Oh, this ward again. It's going to be the ward. Another fight. Kuro's not dewarding this yet. He's going for the first ward. They want someone to walk into this. Michael chose a perfect jump.
General, flare out, looking for a target. They're hesitating a lot, but they get the D-ward out first. I like that quite a lot. They're trying to get the D-ward countered on Nigma, and they will be able to do so as Miracle pushes forwards onto General, forcing him down the slope. He's still not be safe as Mind Control is going to complete the jump onto the Clockwork as he gets bashed away out by Miracle, but Miracle's actually looking for other targets. Wants to go for the Phoenix. Phoenix does have the Supernova. He's going to get up onto the cliff. Beautiful little swoop in to do that. And now V-Tune, LSA, down onto the Slardar along the Gudabel as well. Did have them as damage to kill off Mind Control. Yes, they do. Adaptive Strike will do the job. Beautiful fight from Roger as he swoops up onto the high ground, gets off the Supernova, and that's when Nigma know they can no longer go for this fight. And of course, Iceberg finding his dream target every single time. This man does not miss his dooms. He finds a target he wants, he brings him down, and it is just absolutely brutal to get your Gyrocopter doomed up when he's gone for this kind of build.
Yeah, again, Nigma fighting into the vision of Navi, able to find that Gyrocopter. We's gonna have to be a little bit more careful with his positioning, and if he sees anybody, he's gonna have to pop that BKB right away. That's pretty much the only way that he's gonna be able to get away at this point. Miracle, his Aegis soon to run out, just another minute left. They do have the tier 2 tower mid taken, so the outpost is open for Nigma now.
I think I've just found Iceberg's favorite item, Elven Tunic. You know, I was saying how he holds onto Faded Brooch till the end of the game. Well, I mean, this gives you movement speed as well, so
it does a lot too.
Yeah,
and evasion.
Like
it's really nice against PL.
Yeah, very good. But they will find one on the enemy team, and I'm fairly sure the PL is going to be wanting to take this one up. Mindbreaker's good, but Elven Tunic also very, very strong. Yeah.
He doesn't know which one he wants.
Yeah, he keeps switching
both. He's keeping both. It's like, this is both amazing. He's gonna give it to Mind Control. That Elven Tunic from Mind Control is really nice. Attack speed for Slaughter.
Dreamy. Dreamy.
Yep.
And now they're looking for target. General, a little bit cut off here. Does have the cogs, does have a battery assault as well, but GH comes in, turns him into a chicken, and now they're going to roast him up and have some lovely, lovely lunch. He's off fly, thinking of coming close to that, but realizing there wasn't much to do. And they get the Observer on the high ground as well, and that means this area of the map will belong to Nigma. This high ground and this triangle is no longer Navi's territory.
Yeah. And they get the double outpost. Roger. He's gonna be hunted for a bit. Is he TPing out? Yeah, he is. He's out.
Yeah.
Off the map he goes.
See ya.
It's gonna have Shivas very soon on Roger. Like this Philosopher's Stone plus the Aghanim Shard just makes Phoenix farm so fast.
yeah.
That being said,
farm out from nowhere.
Can I ask you, where in the world is Kuro getting all this gold from? Look at his net worth.
Yeah, that's interesting. Pass.
I mean, he only has 2 deaths. Yeah, I mean, the shard is pretty nice too. Like we talked about it at the start. Pretty much the only 2 heroes that actually have a shard right now is the Phoenix and the Ogre Magi.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see in action. I haven't seen it yet. Launches fireballs at the attacker, dealing 125 damage. This is pretty crazy when you look at the value of this. So it can multicast, and it's going to return, what, so 375 damage per cast? Like, what?
No. It
right.
multicasts the effect of the fire shield, like when you throw it onto your teammate.
Yeah, so you can have it on you and someone else, similar to how Bloodlust works, yeah? So, but I mean, that's, you know, if you use one AoE ability, you're going to get, like, all these fireballs coming back at you. So Phoenix is going to have to be very careful. As is V-Tune, to be honest. We'll see how it plays. It's one of those things you can't really see how effective it's going to be until we actually see it in action. It has the potential to be very scary. Oh, by the way, we have a Cloak of Flames. I don't know if you spotted this one, but PL.
Who's got it?
It's the Phantom
PL's got
Lancer.
it. Oh, he's happy to have that. Yeah, it looks like he's happy to have that in the Mindbreaker. It gives him magic resist.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Plenty of damage. His illusions are going to be able to burn the opponents too. Farm waves with his Manta if he needs to.
been killed.
Really big item. Also has a DD in his backpack.
Jesus.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Alright, Miracle.
Did,
He's a
how about
scary
Radiant?
boy.
Did they get one?
No,
Cloak
no,
of Flames? They did not.
No, they didn't get the Cloak of Flames. They got
Clockwork
Mindbreaker,
would have
Paladin
loved that
Sword,
one.
Elven Tunic, and Enchanted Wither. Mind Control.
There it is, smoke into
Iceberg
smoke.
going in, jumping on top of him, throwing down the Infernal Blade. Doesn't want to commit the Doom to it though, interestingly, it's because they've got in the backline. They've taken down Always Would Have Fly. The backstab play from Nigma works out pretty damn well. Now look towards Roger as well, who's stunned up by the rocket. They'll jump back in here though. Supernova just about coming up the middle of time. They're going to try and turn it around. Can they bring him down? They've got the Doom out on the PL. He's gone. They get the kill. And now towards Wii as well. He doesn't stand a chance of getting away. That's a double kill for V-Tune. They turn it around. The last second, the last sliver of HP. And the Phoenix will survive and turn this fight into the favor of
Roshan?
NAVI. Good God, that was close though. That was so close to being Nigma's fight, but just that one little play turns in the favor of NAVI. And wow, that's a huge, huge swing. And they're looking for more. They're looking for Mind Control. Mind Control though, he's slithering up to the trees. Little fishy isn't getting caught today. So he gets that TP out.
So Phantom Lancer had a DD on him. It actually backfired because Iceberg knew exactly which one was a real Phantom Lancer and gets that Doom out. And honestly, right now, Miracle is everything on Nigma's side. If not for Miracle, they cannot deal with the Morphling or the Doom. And Roshan is now up. This is not something Nigma can give up. Aegis and Cheese,
They're
gonna have to.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice, exactly. Ooh, this is so good for Navi at the moment.
It really is.
They're gonna be able to go bottom now, take the tier 1 bottom, take the tier 2 as well, play in the triangle of Nigma. They need to find a better angle to catch the right target, especially Iceberg. If this Doom comes out onto the Phantom Lancer, they just can't win the fights.
A lot at stake here. I mean, this is Nigma close to elimination at this point. NAVI, they have the Aegis. They're a game up in this best of 3 series. It's the semi-finals. Nigma,
Okay,
gotta be
there's still a
feeling
lot
the
of
pressure
Dota to
now.
be played, Nomad.
There is indeed. There is indeed. But there's also a lot at stake.
Shiva's Roger, that's going to be very powerful against the Phantom Lancer.
Dire's top tower
What's
is under attack.
V-Tune's next item? He's got the Scotty. Does he have something else? Doesn't really look like it. Waiting for the Doom to be up. 15 more seconds before they try something. Oh, they got 2 Shivas actually. Iceberg and Roger.
Wow. Is that okay? Stacking Shivas?
Yeah, no problem. I mean, maybe Iceberg wants to go for an AC. I think that would have been a little bit better, giving armor to your teammates as well. But 2 Shivas, you know, can't really go wrong with it.
Nigma, they are waiting for this. They're on the high ground. Mind control. He goes in with a 3-man stomp and immediately takes down Always Want to Fly. He's just completely eliminated from the engagement. And look across towards Iceberg as well. Miracle doesn't really want to commit to this one, and they actually might give up mind control. But that said, GH jumps in with a Hex onto the Doom, has a Shackle as well. Maybe they're going to try and deal with him as the split fight breaks out, but they are able to deal with Iceberg. Meanwhile, General gets killed off in the back. V-Tune's still okay, but there's a whole team coming onto his head right now. He does get the Doppel away, stealing the PL's form, but Nigma are coming in thick and fast. The BK out. BKB from V-Tune gets him out of there. Orja going for a TP as well. Might not be so lucky as they jump on the Slithering Crush and bring down the Phoenix. This fight, it belongs to Nigma. They don't take down the Morphling, they don't take away his Aegis, but they get 3 big kills instead.
And that was Navi playing into Nigma's vision right there. Lina going in, trying to go for the D ward, instantly gets jumped and blown up by mind control. This game has just come down to who gets the jump first on the right target under their own wards. Like that's pretty much been every single fight so far.
Yeah, it has. Man, yeah, that was really brutal. I did not expect the Lina to die. Well, actually, I did expect the Lina to die that quickly, but still somewhat caught me off guard. By the way, there's just a couple of shards we've got coming out. There is a Aghanim's shard on the Lina, so the Laguna Blade now does AoE along its length. It's a bit interesting.
Ooh,
So
against PL's illusions? Okay.
Yeah, should be able to just tear them down. Ooh, a long hook shot from General, landing it straight onto the correct target. He's managed to get GH there, turning around to try and blow him up. The V-Tune joins inside the cogs and gets that kill. Now from that BKB, turning it around, but General is going to die. Meanwhile, Morphling in the middle of the fight. His BKB is about to run pretty low, but he still has that Aegis. Miracle, though, they found him. They're targeting him. Can they bring him down? Waveform forwards. Mind control comes in, tries to help him out. Is it going to be enough? No, it is not. They get the kill onto Miracle, and now, well, they're hunting for more. I'm not sure they're going to find it. Mind control a little bit too quick. Everybody else is going to make themselves scarce, but nevertheless, they make the successful defense on the side of Na'Vi. But man, these fights so close, so close.
Yeah, I also saw Miracle just now sending Illusions middle and Illusions top, and with that Cloak of Flames, it actually killed the entire creep wave. Because the Cloak of Flames is not, the damage is not reduced from coming from the illusions. So
That's basically,
they have no waves right now going off for Navi at the moment.
3 Radiance, pretty sick. Meanwhile, Roger, he's in some trouble, popping the Supernova up here in the top lane, but they're going to be able to rip through this egg pretty damn quickly. Oh dear. Roger loses his life and uses the cooldown at the same time. I don't think Nigma are going to be able to do anything with this, though.
No, Navi as well. Pushing the lanes out. They gotta get these waves out to do something with this PL being dead.
This game is so damn tense. One misstep from either team, it could cost them a whole hell of a lot. I mean, there is a lot of this AoE on the side of Na'Vi to try and take down these PL illusions. They don't seem to be struggling too much to find the real PL if they can get that critical jump. If the PL gets to jump on them, he gets to decide where he stands. He's not going to go in until he feels completely safe, and that makes it very difficult for Na'Vi to catch him out.
And Miracle is not really going for anything defensive. Satanic no longer gives status resist anymore. So I think that's one of the reasons why Doom is going to be even stronger now. Because one of the problems with Doom was if a hero went for SNY and Satanic, then your Doom doesn't really last that long.
Yeah.
But now with Satanic statuses being removed from it, not that amazing of an item anymore. So Miracle just going all in on the damage instead. Buys the Basher, gonna go Abyssal Blade. They're gonna try and kill the Doom before the Doom comes out onto him. That's their game plan right now on Nigma.
And is that their one of their biggest win components of a fight?
Definitely. Like Doom is pretty much the biggest target right now, because without the Doom, I can't really see Navi killing Miracle.
And what about on the other side? What's the team fight win conditions for Na'Vi?
Doom the Phantom Lancer then, right?
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, that's easy. That's their win condition. Like they can jump Shadow Shaman, they can jump the Ogre, sure. Those are nice kills. Even a Gyrocopter, nice kills, but the Phantom Lancer is the one who's creating all
Roger, but here down he goes again. He does have buyback, thankfully, but still that's a very clean kill. He's just going to buy back immediately. General, even looking for the engagement, Iceberg just jumping into the middle swan. He finds the target, gets the Doom onto Miracle, and now in comes V-Tune, tearing him apart. Down goes the PL, and they get the cogs out onto Wii. He's going to try and get the TP away, do they have the damage to stop it. Oh, looks like they've stunned him up regardless. Okay, good night. What interrupt his TP there? Well, nevertheless, they get the kill.
Overclock hookshot.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's looking like it must have been it. Wow, down he goes. 2 big heroes dead on the side of Nigma. No buyback on the PL. This could be definitely going to be a tier 2. Could even be a tier 3 or barracks for NAVI.
Most definitely going to be a Rax. Like, again, without Phantom Lancer, without Miracle, Nigma is just not a team right now. So every time Iceberg gets that Doom onto PL, you can pretty much just be like, yo, all right, they won this fight. Let's try to get out. Oh, they're backing off.
Tower's insane. Leader's in some trouble. She's going to get caught out. They have the shackles. They get the kill. Always Fly's gone. That was surprising.
Yeah, Clockwork. So General TP back, and Phoenix was also bottom. That's why they actually had to get out of there. I'm not so sure why he TP back. Maybe he wanted to get a catch on somebody, but they just lost a lot of possible momentum, not being able to take this high ground and the racks here. Nobody on Nigma even had to buy back. They just pretty much defended with the other 3 heroes that had left. So very fortunate now for Nigma.
Yeah, they
very good play on them.
Something here.
Okay, so what happened was they were afraid of GH using Mass Serpent Wards on the bottom racks because the tier 3 tower is already dead. So they TP back the General.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. They TP back General to try and stop him from being able to do that. So very good play on the side of GH. Otherwise, a definitely dead Rax without your Phantom Lancer having buyback.
Anyway, this is your minutely shard updater. We do have a new shard coming in from the west. It is a Shackles shard for GH, who's going to create some snakes when he shackles some heroes, which will last, I think, like 5 seconds or something. 8 seconds. They're pretty neat, and increases Shackle's cast range as well, which is also pretty neat. All around neat and cool shards, but Mind Control could be in a bit of danger here. Navi looking to set up, the hookshot comes through, actually getting the 2 of them inside the cogs, very nicely done. The beacon from Mind Control, it's not enough to help him survive though, V-Tune just does too much damage. Meanwhile, Iceberg jumps in, just wants to control up GH and force him away from this fight as V-Tune steals the PL's form, and they will be able to run down GH as the right click comes in. That is a Spirit Lance to finish the job, get the kill, and this is going to open up Roshan coming up in 5 seconds. Navi should have it. There is no buyback on the Ogre Magi. There is a PL pushing down mid, and we in the jungle. But yeah, what a convincing
and a refresher
fight.
On this Roche. Navi want this so bad for their Doom.
What happened?
Like you said, it was a weird fight because they were under a ward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were not checking the vision. They were not getting rid of that ward first. Navi sees just an Ogre and a Sada, and they're like, wait, there's no PL here. We can just jump this. So they do just that, get 2 very big kills. And now Nigma having to buy back on GH too.
Is it going to be enough though? I mean, they need to be in this pit now. It's on half health.
Where's Miracle?
Getting lower.
Miracle's not going. Miracle's going bottom. He's no intentions of fighting this.
Wow, that is a big bounty from Roshan, spewing out all sorts of goodies. A refresher shard for the Doom. Oh boy, you were struggling to dodge 1 Doom. Now you got to dodge 2.
He also has that Radiance that he picked up 2 fights ago. That's a pretty big Phantom Lancer killer. That's one of the reasons why he's been able to find the PL. He just pops the Shivas, the Radiance burns away, and all the illusions are dead. And now you can see where the real Phantom Lancer is. And he's also got Aghanims now. So this is going to break the PL and has only 100-second cooldown.
Yeah, that break is pretty huge.
Oh, he instantly eats it. Okay, buys Ags and eats it right away. Yeah, he's gigantic on this Doom at the moment.
I feel like the Penta-Edge Sword is very fitting for Doom as well. Kind of feels like that should belong to him anyway, so.
More attack range. Further Infernal Blade. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Fits the hero very nicely and thematically as well, you know, pentagons. or pentagram, sorry, being the sign of the beast and all that stuff. But nevertheless, Nigma know the smoke is going. They're going to back themselves away, get up onto their high ground. They do not want to give anything to NAVI, and they do not want to fight them whilst they have this Aegis available. This Morphling is doing so much damage. He's got Daedalus now finished up as his next item. Interestingly, gone for the Flicker. What is he wanting to purge?
The haze from the Sodar.
Right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, E-Blade possibly. Gyrocopter has a Hex now. That's a pretty big item if they can get the initiation with that Hex. They just want to sit on the high ground, I think, on Nigma. They don't want to take any downhill fights. They need every little advantage they can possibly get, every vision. Because this Doom with Refresher Shard and Aegis on Morphling, it's way too hard to just run into.
Yeah, they need to find an opening, wait it out, play it patiently, but they know that. They will be very, very patient. Maybe wait and see if Navi make a mistake. If they dangle someone mid, who maybe they can see someone top, which they now can, but doesn't look like they want to make a play onto Roger. Last time, that didn't go down so well. He got off the Supernova anyway, and then things got very awkward very quickly. Like, Control does jump in for it, but thankfully, Roger wasn't nearby.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Slardar did have a shard queued up earlier, but doesn't look like he's committed to it.
Who?
Mind control on the Slardar.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, had it queued up earlier on, but changed his mind. Meanwhile, we just doing a bit of split pushing down at bottom, trying to put some pressure onto Navi's side of the map and force some of their heroes back, so they can possibly make a play or at least release a bit of the pressure on their own base.
I just realized how quick Mind Control actually attacks with Bloodstone. Sorry, not Bloodstone. Bloodlust, Leveler, and the Solar Crest from Kuroki. I just watch him on the next creep wave. Right, yeah, he's got a lot of attack speed.
Get a Moonshard and just chain lock down people. B-Tune.
They're
going for him right now. They'll jump off him, drop down everything, but he gets the BKB off in time, and Nigma, just kidding. They back themselves up to the high ground. Just a prank, bro.
Yep, just a prank. Just touching him a little bit, you know, seeing what's up, and then Navi just show up with the other heroes. They want to try and blow him up at least one time.
Kind of impressive that they were actually able to just like everyone was just able to back away there. Yeah, they didn't quite get.
I think they would have got him if GH would have used his Hex there, but I guess just didn't get there on time.
It was hard.
1 more minute. They're just waiting one more minute. Miracle just constantly sending his mantas out. It is killing these creep waves.
Yeah, this Cloak of Flame is doing so much work.
Yeah.
Come in, take the Ancients. Do we have some new items coming up soon? Oh no, we don't. We just got some. No one's taken a Stormcrafter, sadly. It's okay. It's not that great.
Oh, Miracle?
Mini Yules. Uh-oh. They're jumping him right now, and they're going to be able to take down Iceberg. They take him down. Meanwhile, V-Tune jumps the backlines, finds GH, and unloads into Kuro. Gets himself the second kill. His BKB's not going to last much longer, though. Nigma want to try and make a counterplay. He still has that Aegis. The hook shot comes in. They take down Miracle on the front lines. Deary me. Nigma get torn to shreds. The buyback is there from Miracle, which he's going to use immediately. And I think they want to try and make a play from this as they'll jump forward onto V-Tune. The Throwback comes through as well. Mind Control with the two-man bash to the backlines, trying to hold back the rest of NAVI whilst they try and deal with the Morphling. They turn their attention towards now General as well. In comes the Supernova. Is it enough to save the Morphling? It is not. His Aegis is gone as well. Now they look towards General. He goes down. The Supernova will pop from Roger, and he's going to try and get himself out to Sia, but unfortunately he doesn't make it over the cliff, and now he's a sitting bird. So he gets poached, taken on down. All of them dead on the side of NAVI. A buyback from Always Want to Fly, but is going to do absolutely nothing. And the timing is beautiful from Nigma as they find the Morphling at the worst possible opportunity.
Oh, they had the timer. They were waiting for him for his Aegis to run out. Miracle was just sitting there. He was like, yo, here it goes. 1 second.
Look at this on the replay. Look at this on the replay. Mind Control jumps them back, stuns them up, allows them the time to kill off the Morphling, to let that Aegis go. They just wait. They just wait.
Yeah, watch Miracle right now. He's just going to stand there. He's waiting. He's not going to attack. Wait. Aegis out. Boom. Dead.
That was
beautiful.
Pixel perfect from Nigma. And now we have the high
Three
ground siege
buybacks.
coming in. Mind Control's going to be able to take down always want to fire. It's a dieback on her, but Miracle in backline's finding up with a Morphling and not doing so well.
can't afford to
Doppelganger
die.
away. General's trying to control him up, but they've got a Hex out onto the Morphling. He could be in some danger. Can Miracle get on top of him? There's a question. He's being beleaguered by the Clockwork as they jump onto Feature. They're taking him down. Do they have the damage? Yes,
dead.
they do. He's dead again.
Where's the Doom?
No
The Doom.
buyback available for the Morphling. Miracle still fighting up into this one. He's not that healthy. He has to run away from Iceberg. Iceberg sees him, has a Doom, doesn't need to use it, I don't think. Although Miracle still trying to play it out here. We're trying to run to the side, won't be able to do so. He's dead without buyback as well. Iceberg is actually going to refresh for the BKB. Try and drop the Doom down now onto the Slaughter. Roger helping him out as well. Slaughter's getting pretty low, needs to run himself away. Kuro as well, just trying to turn the fight around. They drop Iceberg. They have the damage for him. The Doom is dead. Another look towards Roger as well. There's 2 heroes left on the side of Na'Vi. Never mind, make it 1 as they get another kill. How did that Doom just get exploded? What are we watching here, folks?
Oh, I mean, that corrosive haze just does so much damage to him, and he just kept getting stunned non-stop by
14 damage dealt by the Fire Blast, and then 240 damage
the
dealt
Ogre
from
Magi.
the Ether Shock as well. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
That's actually incredible. They have so many disables on the side of Nigma. They lose the Phantom Lancer though, so they can't really end the game right here, but they will be able to take some towers. Lina's
They've got
alive
a
in
Divine
50
Rapier
seconds.
on Wii.
Whoa.
They've got the damage to take the, take the
Wii.
base. Yeah, General needs
That's
to make
not a
something
magic
real
build.
special.
That's not a magic build. DD plus Rapier all of a sudden. Really
this
good
one
call.
might be over. General, he's going to throw his life in, see what he can do, but we will tear him apart and now turn around.
Wow.
And they will take down the Ancient. The Clutch Rapier build gives them the damage they need to explode the throne and draw this series even. Unfreaking believable. That was an insane turnaround from Nigma. Backs against the wall. They just pull it together. They just... Man, I mean, I still can't believe that Aegis play. Like, that Morphling was so low. One hero had to attack him, and nobody did. They waited perfectly. They just give him the time they need for the Aegis to go down, and from that point on, like, Navi just lost it. They just absolutely lost it. They were completely in control of the game. They did kill off the PL without buyback. That glimmer of hope was there, but, you know, Nigma pulled it together, and we's just like, hey, we need some damage. I got it covered. Buys a Rapier, ends the game. What a goddamn game between these two teams. 51 minutes in, though. Nigma will take the victory and bless us with one more game in this best of 3 series. But Theben, closing thoughts on this match before we throw it to a break.
God. Dude, there was so many little things that happened in that last 2 fights that I just want to be able to like just explain because they're so good. Like this whole situation started with Iceberg even just blinking in blank, like trying to find this PO, not